Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Mercedes GLE, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 3-litre GLE350d V6 AMG line Premium Plus. Tronic 4MATIC Euro 6, 2016 on a 66 plate, great spec, has done 68,400 miles exactly at the moment, has a full service history, fuel economy, urban 38.7 miles per gallon, extra urban 45.6 miles per gallon, combined is 42.8 miles per gallon, and it has a 0 to 60 time of 7.1 seconds, a top speed of 140 miles an hour out of a 254 brake horsepower V6 24 valve engine. Road tax is pretty reasonable too. 6 months is £159.50 and 12 months is £290. So we've got keyless entry, keyless lock, keyless go. As long as you've got the key on you, get out of the car, touch the little rectangle there, car locks, mirrors fold in, you come back to the car, put your hand behind the door handle and then it'll open. You've also got a button on the, or where the ignition is. The button comes out, you'll see it's the same as the key there, but once you've got this in, just press that and it'll start. Power folding door mirrors, the 5-spoke AMG piano black and diamond cut alloys, the LED intelligent light system, front parking sensors, the chrome Mercedes grille, the black spoiler finish on the end. Oh, I forgot. If I don't show you this, Lance will kill me. Monster of an engine. It's a big V6 lump, very, very substantial engine, absolutely mint. Lots of spray on the way up here this morning. Weather forecast was supposed to be for it to be nice, but it was throwing it down, and this car is absolutely beautiful. I picked it up last night from Lance's workshop. It was mint. I'm going to have to get it washed before I go back or he'll kill me. Has the contoured aluminium and plastic side steps, the roof bars, the pan roof. Looks like a complete pan roof on the outside, but it's 2 panels inside over the driver and the rear passengers. D-chrome around the windows, rear privacy glass, the rear spoiler, power open, power close tailgate, nice flat load area, chrome scuff panel here. Oops, just dripped down my neck. Roller blind rear load cover. It has, I did take photographs under here. Oh, got all my stuff on. So it's got, looks like a get you home spare wheel, a steel wheel. Reversing sensors, the black trim, the black window surround matching trim on the bottom of that, the 2 chrome exhaust tips. If you won't be able to see this, but just under there is the reversing camera, which folds away. It only comes out when you put it in reverse, keeps it nice and clean, which on a day like today with all this spray all over the place, that's a really good design feature. So all good. I've got my seat all the way back, still got enough room. The back seats, as you can see, the headrest positioning is hardly ideal for an adult, but give it a belt and that's it. It's just about right there. Nice, light and airy. You've got this big panel, big glass panel above us in the back here, so it's certainly not claustrophobic. I've got the headrests up higher on the front seats as well than you would normally have, I think, because I've got me, that's, just in case you're wondering what that is, that's the headrest mount for my GoPros, which I forgot to take off before I videoed. So in the back here, perforated I'm assuming it's Artico leather, the man-made leather. We've got the carpet over mats, the magazine nets, and it's good to see these aren't all stretched and baggy like they usually go. Rear centre armrest here with 2 cup holders. So it's a nice place to be. And I did notice it's got Harman Kardon speakers as well. So if you enjoy music, then it's a good sound arena for you. Nice, lovely car, absolutely great. Okay, I'll just take you for a ride in it. So as I say, that's the key. Again, that I can just pull it out. That's the little plug that goes into the switch, so you can either use the key, which I prefer. There you go, press it. It's got the easy access mode, so steering wheel goes up, allows you to get in. Then you're stuck with a key. Over here, you've got the suspension height. If you click that, we're just going up. If I click that, I think it might show us. There you go, it's just showing us kind of going up there. And the percentage at the side. Nobody's ever going to use that, I don't think, unless they go off-road. We'll just click it to go back down again. And it will do. And we've got the Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming, Navi, and so on. And this touchpad here, you can knock the touchpad off, which I only found out last week. And to be honest, I prefer this rotary control, so you can use both of them. However, if you use the rotary control and you've got big stupid Mars bar fingers like me, when you go to use that, you end up touching the touchpad, and it goes on to something you don't want to. So just be warned about that. Electric memory seats. I've set the first position, but we'll just see whether the second position goes there. All the mirrors will move, and the steering wheel and the seat. We'll just go to position 3. Even the headrest's moving. Oh, of course, the headrest's moving. It's on there. So that's position 1. Somebody slightly smaller has been driving this vehicle too. I'll just go back to my position. Mirrors changing, steering wheel changing, seat back, headrest. So it's all electric. It's pretty good, and we've got the power folding door mirrors as well. We've got the Mercedes-Benz gear selector here on the right hand side where your wiper control stalk would normally be. So down for drive, up for reverse, and just clicking the end there for park. One more thing, one more thing, man. In Colombo. 27th of the 10th, 2017 at 16,215 miles, Mercedes-Benz Lincoln. 10th of the 9th, 2019 at 42,232 miles, Mercedes-Benz Derby. 3rd of the 9th, 2020 at 52,446 miles, Mercedes-Benz Derby. Now, we think it's been done. The chaps had it done at Mercedes-Benz every time. We think it's been done. It's not really due for one. However, whoever's done it hasn't entered it onto the system. We've no receipt for it, so we're going to do the service again before it goes out. Right, so we're in drive. We've got the Mercedes-Benz handbrake is there. That's telling me somebody was just going past and not to pull out. And with a bit of luck, there'll be a vehicle up the road here, which I found quite interesting, and wouldn't mind a setup something like it. I'm going to try not to disturb them. There we go. It's hopefully you'll just be able to see there. That's quite a good thing. I like they've got the socks out to dry. That looks like it's one of those Chelsea truck things, and that's where a firm takes a Jeep Wrangler, makes it look worse, puts some nasty wheels on it, sprays it matte, and then charges you about 20 grand more for it. So nice work if you can get it. So the GLE, nice car. We've had a few GLCs. I'm not so sure we've had a GLE. I can't just remember. But the wheelbase on the GLE is a little bit bigger and more forgiving on the bumps here. It's a lovely car to drive. Well finished. The 3-position electric memory seats, the sport seats, they're heated. That's the heated seat there, 3-position. And even one is too hot for you after a short while. So I don't know what they use, but they're like thermonuclear. You can see that the steering round here and the suspension is tremendous. It's a good looking car. Quite a bumpy road. We've got the sunroof, the twin sunroofs. This first one, there you go. That will tilt, and if I click it back there like so, we'll slide. I think that's first position, and then all the way back. He's going a bit fast, in fact going very fast for these conditions. That's it closed, and then just click that down and the shade band comes across. I prefer the I prefer it when it's open. I'm going to go back this way to the motorway, a little bit different. I prefer to go through the country, but people watching seemingly prefer a bit of what it's like on the motorway as well, which is probably more where it's going to be used. Narrow road. I usually meet somebody coming round this one. Let's turn the heater down. It's got a good heater as well. Pheasants going out of the way. Pheasants. Nice driving position. Actually, I know what I need to do. Which I forgot, but there's nothing behind me. People can see me from both directions with plenty of time to brake. And that must have been on. So get the old video glasses on. Down here we've got cruise control. You can of course use the sat nav from here. We'll click back there. Brings the menu up, radio, media, telephone, vehicle. Click on vehicle. Vehicle settings, dynamic select, and you can configure it there. That changes the way the vehicle's set up. Dynamic select. Locator illumination. Alright, so that's your puddle lights, and your the lights illuminate when you get home, supposedly so you can see up your path. You'll see the sun was out over there. When I was coming this morning, it was shrouded in mist round here. There we go. Quite lovely to drive, very easy too. I'm gonna have to switch that heated seat off. That's the display. I'll show you the cruise control when we get on the motorway. The electric seats there. We'll just go back to Navi when I get around this corner. You can see where we're going. So we'll just go back to Navi there and zoom in. There we go. You see what the road's like ahead of us. And when there's any bends coming up, I prefer it in the way you're heading. Let's just see, can we bring that up? Navi options. So down to options. Route settings, map orientation, that's what we want. North, heading up, that's what we want. So there you go, that's how I prefer it. I want to see what's coming up ahead of me. Over that cattle grid there, can't really tell a thing going down, just going down on the side there to get the seat back, or the seat reclined. Just memory 1. It's as simple as that to change your new settings. Speed limiter and cruise control here. I'll just again, there's nothing coming, so here we go. If you just look down there, that's it. That clicks the speed limiter on the orange light, knock that off, and just to set it you just click up like so. So the cruise control's there, indicator there, and just here that's your electric steering wheel. All nice setup really. The 3-litre V6 engine is a beast. As I said before, it you can really feel it over the front wheels. The weight of the engine over the front wheels feels very, very planted. Takes off effortlessly. In here, in the front central armrest, you've got 2 USBs there, I think. There might be something else, but I don't want to take my eyes off the road, because you always meet somebody like this coming the other way in the country. Something waiting to kill you around every corner. I like the side steps. I like the contoured look of the side steps. Obviously a lot better for your aerodynamics, I would say, than the things that are just bolted on. Although the brackets probably will be behind the tyre profile. They still look better, these. And they've got the non-slip kind of grommets on the top, the pattern. Big pothole there. The Mercedes and the BMW X5, they feel more planted than a Range Rover. They're not, but they just feel it. There's certainly the lower profile tyres and the bigger profile. You can feel kind of more of the road, and you feel like you're more in, well, you are more in contact. There's a bigger tyre surface, but it also feels like a sportier drive. I did the video for pairing, deleting, and your mobile streaming audio. So the sound system in here, Harman Kardon. I do prefer Harman Kardon. I actually bought a Harman Kardon system myself, out of all the ones to choose from. So we'll just wait till we get around this corner, Baz. This is lethal. It really is. There you go. I'll just show you here. You can't see a thing. All right, so down here, click forward, brings up the menu. Turn the rotary control across to media. Click on media. That's on disc at the moment, so we'll click it forward again, click on media again, and now it brings up your choices. Bluetooth audio, that's what I want. Bluetooth audio device paused, so it's recognised it. And I've seen all the girls. Lindy's phone. I remember now why I go the other way and not this way. The roads are wider on the other route. You've also got, you can put it in manual here, like so. So that changes to manual, shows you what you're on. There's a pedestrian here, so I'll watch where I'm going. But you can also use the paddles. That changes it back to manual. There you go, manual 4. Hell of a turn of speed. I'll show you when we're going on the motorway. This isn't the time or place for speed and acceleration. Auto wipers there. on the dash here. Here we go. That's the one I like to see. Showing me my range, consumption, and also if you look, when I take my foot off the accelerator, it's showing you it's pumping power back into the battery. So kind of a regening. I think it stores the electric for when you need it the most. And if anybody remembers the old days, whenever you used to switch your heated rear screen on, the engine would slow down, and that's because of the load on the alternator. So the more load on the alternator, the harder the engine's working, the fewer miles to the gallon you do. So, I'm assuming that's the principle behind it. Nice and quiet on these country lanes. And also the suspension, it allows you to move, I'm trying to think of a word, rhythmically, I suppose, in time to the car, rather than something like an X5 with a M Sport suspension on it, where you go bang, bang, bang. The driving along here with a car, you're like, you can just alter or shift your body to remain comfortable rather than being jolted. It's still not as good as a Range Rover, but you have to remember this isn't British. It's a nice car though. I have to say that I'm really a big Mercedes man. I preferred the old style, the big kind of tanks, the big slab-sided S-Class and so on, and the ML when it came out. But I worked for Mercedes for a while, and it was some of the happiest times being employed by somebody else. And my employers, the people that were horrible. So you can take them out of the equation, and it was our sales team and the cars. It was so different to me to work at a garage where you didn't have to hide from your customers when they came back. If you saw them pulling up on the car park, you didn't have to go and lock yourself in the boot of a car or something because you thought it would be a warranty claim. The only time you saw your customers was for service, and also when they come back to buy a new car. We used to get the Sunday papers and give free Sunday papers out, and that was a Mercedes-Benz idea, not our garage, by the way. And our customers used to come in on Sundays, so you'd have a chat and a coffee with them. And some cars or some firms, you're almost afraid of seeing especially if you're out in a restaurant or something, and you see somebody, or I saw somebody in the south of France once that I'd sold the car to. There are certain times when, if you live in the town where you sell cars, and of course I've lived around Preston most of my life now, so most people know me. Cars are being sold all over the place now, so that kind of counteracts it. But Mercedes-Benz, all cars go wrong these days. We can't make them better than they came out of the factory, and all the things that go wrong on all the different cars aren't usually made by the manufacturers. Most of the manufacturers, in fact probably all of them, don't make their own electrics, somebody else makes them. And that's the sort of stuff that goes wrong. When you get down to the engines that the manufacturers make, they're all right. All the problems seem to be with the electrics, but that's it. So we'll get back to the car. Here we go, there's cruise control. How fast am I going? I'm just going a little too fast actually. Just going to pull out here, and I'm going to set this 67, 70 miles an hour. So the cruise control is set to 70 miles an hour. And there we go. So the cruise control is just there. We've got one of the other things I like on this car, on the display, if I can find it, that's the digital display, so no ambiguity. And there's also eco display. Now the car's been ticking over while I've been photographing it, so you know, the more those segments are green, the better you're driving, the more miles per gallon you're getting. Now let's just see if I click that back, click sideways, Navi, audio, telephone, assist, click assist. Oh, too slow. Oh, there it, no, actually I wasn't too slow. Just going to pull back in here. That's your driver assistance. You see there, 70 miles an hour limit on the road you're on, and then if you get too close in the front, the red triangle there comes up, tells you to back off. If you get closer than that, or if somebody, as usual, you leave a space, see that you'll see the red triangle's gone off now. As usual, if you leave a space, I'm just going to drop back in here. I don't like being in the middle lane, even though he's not doing 70. You leave a space in front and somebody drops in front of you and nearly takes your wing off, then it makes a noise. Just in case you were, you know, like some drivers do, texting or looking down at the phone or... Right, we're doing dead on 70. The temperature is set here, that's bringing it up 22, 23. You see 26 on the passenger side, it's on the driver's feet. So if I click there, sorry, got it wrong there, it's windscreen, and then towards your face, turn up like so. The fan, click the fan up, those are the controls. Good system. I'm just thinking here that comfort. Get back onto comfort. The suspension was a little hard. As I was saying about people who just drop in. We've got the red warning up again. Click the cruise onto 50. So it's all nice. This brushed aluminium is fitted to the dash, round the switches and the switch gear on the gear tunnel, on your 3 spokes of your steering wheel, and on your door cards. Looks pretty classy. Same round the vents, and also your paddle shift here, all matching. Quite stylish. Cruise set to 50. Looks like we're gaining on the car in front, even though we're set to 50. So right, we're going down to 40 here. That's, as you see, if you watch there, we'll just see if it picks up this 40 sign as we go past it. There you go, gone to 40. I really do think that's a great system, because sometimes you're not exactly daydreaming, but you just you aren't aware of the speed limit change, especially if you're in a new place. And I always see traffic cams, and you see them, and your first instinct is to brake, because you think, oh, am I doing the right speed? Because there's some in 50s, there's some in 40s, there's some in 30s. All you need to do is glance down at the dash, and you've got your 40 mile an hour glaring away there. If I knock it across, service, settings, click OK, instrument cluster, light, vehicle, convenience. So we'll go to light, click OK on light, intelligent light system. As we mentioned before, that's your puddle lights, and also you get up your drive, get in your door lights. The unfortunate thing is that it always takes me longer to get in the house, because I always have to wait for the lights to go out. I can't trust them to go out on their own. It's like the fridge light. We'll just get to 70, and then click the cruise on, cruise control 69 at the moment. So if I click it up, that's 70 miles an hour. Just goes up. If I hold it, it will go up in a bigger jumps. So it's a nice car. Another one, it's finished in metallic blue with the black upholstery. It's also showing me at the top there in kilometers per hour. I'm going to finish the test drive there. As I say, it's another great car that we've not taken in part exchange. We've bought it, and there can be no higher praise than going out specifically and buying a vehicle. You've no choice about the cars that come in part exchange, to a certain extent anyway. But when you buy something, you obviously believe it will be no trouble, and it's a good car, good history, and you're happy with everything. So again, I can recommend it. And I'm just trying to remember, I'm sure somebody messaged me to ask if I'd do a road test of a GLE. Just have to remember who it is now. So thanks for watching anyway, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-da.